everybody thinks like this, there couldn't be any terrorism, there couldn't be any deviation from the peace. Right? Next, please. I don't know why I always liked aerospace engineering. I was in the 10th grade when I figured that's what I wanted to be. You are all from where? +1, +2. कौन से level से? +1 and +9 to 12 standard. So that's the day, or that's the time when she started what she wanted to be, and she did it, she achieved. Stay focused, you can do it. Next, please. When you look at the stars and the galaxy, you feel that is same. Next. That's the best quotation she ever said. All were very good. Best के best कहते रहना पड़ेगा, ये बहुत अच्छी है. The path from dreams to success does exist. हर एक के लिए उस सफलता का मार्ग खुला है, मौजूद है. May you have the vision to find it. आपके पास दूरदर्शिता होनी चाहिए उसको ढूंढने के लिए. The courage to get on it, do it. और साहस होना चाहिए उसको प्राप्त करने के लिए. And the perseverance to follow it. और उसके पीछे मेहनत करते हुए लगे रहना चाहिए, पुरुषार्थ चाहिए. Wishing you a great journey. और उन्होंने ये कहा कि आपको एक महान यात्रा की शुभकामनाएं देती हूँ. आज भी वो दे रही है. आगे नेक्स्ट प्लीज. Kalpana is the first dedicated meteorological satellite launched by ISRO, that's Indian Space Research Organization. The satellite was originally known as METSAT-1. It was renamed as Kalpana in memory of Indian-born astronaut Kalpana Chawla. Satellite was launched on 12 September 2002 using Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle from Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. Next, please. So with this, I would start with the video clippings. First video clipping will be NASA career of Kalpana Chawla. English सबको समझ आती है? Everybody, I heard from the director that everybody is good at English. Am I right? Yes, sir. Some of them will be, first will be translated into Hindi, then it will be Kalpana Chawla's talk to TV. Are you comfortable? That's what he is asking. Thank you for adjusting to our uncomfortable situation and telling it to be very comfortable. So nice of you. We are pleased. वीडियो का शुरू करने वीडियो पहला नासा कैरियर है इसका कल्पना चावला का. उसके बाद जो है कल्पना चावला would be talking to ex-Prime Minister I.K. Gujarat when she was in the space shuttle. And then third video will be on biological life, where Kalpana Chawla Center of Excellence will be showing videos on space exploration, wildlife, sea and water and every environmental things, biological sciences. And the next video will be, next to that, will be on frog, wood frog. You will be seeing that if you freeze something and put that come to life, when the kidney, liver, everything is dysfunctional. क्या लगता है आपको कि वो जिंदा हो सकता है कभी कोई जमा हुआ चीज? सबका most of the people are saying when you get them frozen they don't see them alive, and that's true. But we will see. That means you have to keep your eyes, scientific mind open. Why the things are happening? What is miracle? जादू क्या होता है? Miracle is the thing which we haven't experienced and we haven't explored. Be aware of that. Next, those two videos will be showing about the frog, and then the two small videos about the seed germination process. I don't think how many of you have seen the seed or plant growing as such. कितने लोगों ने देखा? हाथ खड़ा करें कभी प्लांट को ग्रो करते हुए देखा? 1, 2, from behind, none. सच में देखा? नहीं, हाँ करो कोई. Have the confidence of saying yes or no. How many people have two hands? Please raise your hands. Many of us don't have two hands. I'm surprised. How many of you have two eyes? Raise your hands. What I wanted to show, we should be very particular what we want to say yes or no. As Indian students, we are not quite used to it. I have been to 45 years of teaching, profession for me, MSc, PhD, BTech, BTech, Tech and PhD. I observe these things. So kindly be confident When you are confident, you are received in foreign university. Am I right, sir? That's the level where our students are attaining. They were from, she was from Karnal. I am from Karnal. I am from a very basic town. Had education in the 6th standard. I learned English. Went to US and Denmark. I am like you. She was like you. I'm not that big, but I'm telling you, be confident. So with this, I don't want to stay in between you and the program. We could be. So that's a live telecast going on for this program, and that's the launch of the Kidowel program. So we are going to start with NASA Carrier of India, and in between I won't interrupt. The continuity will be with the program. Thank you very much. Let's start. Should we?
पीछे हो जाओ।
I think it's for me.
उस समय ये बात मेरे ख्वाब में भी नहीं थी कि एक दिन मैं स्पेस शटल में जाऊंगी, क्योंकि उस समय मैं एक छोटे से शहर में रहती थी और स्पेस तो दूर, शायद मेरे परिवार वाले मुझे इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज भी न जाने देते। शायद सभी लोग सपने देखते हैं और उस समय मैंने भी खूब देखे।
I think I was very lucky.
मैं बहुत खुशकिस्मत थी कि मैं उस छोटे से शहर करनाल में रही, जहां एक फ्लाइंग क्लब भी था। मैं और मेरा भाई साइकिल चलाते हुए छोटे छोटे पुष्पक उड़ते देखते और कभी-कभी अपने पापा से पूछते कि क्या हम भी एक बार इस विमान में उड़ सकते हैं, और वो हमें एक बार ग्लाइडर की उड़ान दिलाने ले भी गए।
Take us to the flying club and get us a ride.
हाँ, इसलिए लाइव चल रहा है। नहीं, हाँ हो जाए तो बेटर है।
In general, during my life, I would say I've been inspired by explorers.
ज्यादातर मैं कहूंगी कि मुझे सच में एक्सप्लोरर्स के जीवन से खूब प्रेरणा मिली। जो दृढ़ निश्चय के साथ अपने सपनों के लिए कड़ी मेहनत करते हैं।
When I read about these people, I think
जब मैं इन लोगों के बारे में पढ़ती हूँ तो सोचती हूँ कि अटूट दृढ़ निश्चय ही उनकी सफलता का रहस्य रहा होगा।
to carry out. I do think and imagine.
मैं अपनी शटल उड़ान के बारे में खूब सोचती हूँ। लॉन्च पैड पर बैठे हुए कैसा लगेगा, शटल उड़ने के समय कैसा अनुभव होगा, और ये सब सोचकर खूब रोमांचित होती हूँ, क्योंकि ये तो सब सोच से भी बाहर यानी अल्टीमेट एडवेंचर है।
It is very gratifying and humbling.
इतने सारे देशों को इकट्ठे मिलकर प्रयोग करते देखकर बहुत हैरान होती हूँ और बहुत ही अच्छा लगता है। सभी देशों का एक ही लक्षण है कि धरती को और अच्छे से समझा जाए जिससे सबका फायदा हो। ये सोचकर कि मैं भी इसका हिस्सा रही बहुत अच्छा लगता है। इस फ्लाइट पर किए जाने वाले अर्थ साइंस, फिजिकल साइंस या लाइफ साइंस के प्रयोगों से जो हमारी जानकारी बढ़ती है, हमारे इन चीजों के बारे में ज्ञान बढ़ने से हमारा यानी मानव जाति का और साथ ही हमारे ग्रह धरती का फायदा होता है।
As a species and as a result as a planet. When I was very young, I knew of this saying. It's by.
जब मैं छोटी थी तो मैंने सैनिका का ये वाक्य कहीं पढ़ा था। मैं धरती के किसी एक कोने के लिए पैदा नहीं हुई, पूरा ब्रह्मांड मेरा जन्म स्थान है। पर लगता है कि शायद मैंने ही ये कहा था, क्योंकि सच में ऐसा महसूस करती हूँ। फ्लाइट डेक की ऊपर वाली खिड़की से बाहर देख रही थी। धीरे धीरे रोशनी कम होने की वजह से खिड़की के शीशे में अपनी परछाई नजर आने लगी। बाहर अभी भी धरती नजर आ रही थी और उसके ऊपर गहरा आसमान। और अचानक मुझे अपनी आंखों में पूरे धरती और आसमान की परछाई दिखाई दी। मैंने एक एक करके अपने साथियों को बुलाया और सब ये नजारा अनुभव करके बोले, वाह।
And everybody said, oh, wow.
At the end of the session, we might have certain questions, and if most of the people, the best questions which be answered by you, maybe we will give you a token of love play. And in this video, is talk of continue. Kalpana Chawla will write a Gujarat, and you will see the confidence level of that of Kalpana Chawla. How would she talk to Prime Minister of India while being in the space? That's the purpose of showing this and the kind of talk they had. So do everything with kind attention, and we are going to ask you certain questions at the end of these things.
No issues.
Good morning, Columbia. We, of course, were playing the flight of the bumblebee, and we thought it would be appropriate with all the pollination that Leonid has been doing over the past 14 days. And, of course, yesterday when we saw the sprint free flyer in the payload bay, it reminded us of a bumblebee buzzing around above it. So we thought that was a good selection. Good morning.
Good morning, Mark. Thank you very much. This is a very important day for Q experiments. Today I will finish the cooperative Ukraine experiment at Port Columbia.
And we think you've done a great job so far, Leonid. Keep it up. One more day.
Thank you very much. And you too. Columbia. Hello, Columbia. This is Prime Minister Gujarat from India. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Gujral, I hear you loud and clear. How do we meet?
Kalpana, we are proud of you. Each one of us in India is proud of us. Proud of a person like you who has done such a pioneering work. And particularly the women and youth of India take great deal of pride in seeing what you have done in the space. My hearty congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
You know, when I think of you, I think what a long journey you have covered from Karnal to space, long distance. And therefore, when I talk to you, I feel I am talking to a person who is representing India in the space now. My all good wishes to you.
Thank you, sir, very much. Those are very kind words.
You know, Kalpana, I do not know if you remember the saying by one of our poets who is very well known in the subcontinent, Iqbal. He said, "Sitaron se aage jahan aur bhi hai. There are worlds beyond stars, and now you are seeing them. How do you feel about them?"
It's a very special feeling, and really up here, the night sky, when you look at it, what you are saying does become very literal. It's a dome of a dark sky
journey has expanded the frontiers of science and technology. Also, at the same time, you have built another new and very formidable and strong bridge between India and America.
So I'm very glad that I am safe, so I'm able to do that.
And in our case, Kalpana, how do you feel without weightlessness? Is it very difficult experience?
As you can tell, right now we are doing a burn, and things are just moving all over. I was just moving things out of my way with my legs. Actually, it's not very difficult at all. You get very used to it very fast. So to go from one place to another, you always end up telling yourself, take it easy, don't try to do very fast because otherwise you are just tumbling all over. So gently is the way to go.
It must be very interesting to sit with colleagues and friends in the same weightlessness. It is a very interesting experience and friendship that you have formed now.
That's very true, sir. On our crew, we have people from very different backgrounds, and we bring a lot of different cultures together, and it's just a lot of fun. It was fun while we trained together, and now in space too.
I don't know if from your satellite you can see some other Indian satellites also, which are also in the space, projecting Indian television programs to every home.
Yes, sir, I'm aware of that.
Yes, but we are also, our scientists and our technologists share the same experience of space. They have not gone themselves to space like you, but they have sent quite a few satellites.
And yes, sir, yeah, I knew about that when I was going to school back in Karnal, or I should say Chandigarh in India. And then also after I came here, I've been following that in the news up here.
I want to extend a promise from you that when you come back to Earth, please come to India with all your friends in the satellite and also your whole family.
So the whole crew would love to come, and that would be an honor.
You will be most welcome guest of the Indian people and the government. They all take so much pride in you and excited about you that when you come and meet them, they will be extremely delighted and you must come.
So yes, we will surely come, and like I said, that's definitely an honor. And if I may just take a second, I'd like to introduce my crew members to you. And first of all, I'm going to bring the pilot on board. His name is Steve Lindsay, and Steve and I trained together in the class that I came in.
Thank you very much, but also kindly convey my invitation to your fellow travelers who are in space with you, the captain and everybody else.
For sure, sir.
Please, and to tell them that it is a very warm and hearty invitation to all of you.
I will pass that on, sir.
And Kalpana, you come originally, your family came from Karnal. And in that area, where a famous poet Kalidas was there, wrote that famous song about swim of the swan.
Yes, then I know about that, and that's a very special thing.
And you are that swan now swimming in the space.
That does sound good.
And thank you very much. Once again, my feeling of thanks to you for all that you have performed. You have made all of us proud of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling us on the orbiter. And few days ago, we taped a view of Himalayas from the orbiter, and I'll downlink it to you for a minute or so, and we can be talking while that's happening.
Thank you.
And Mr. Prime Minister and all the people from India, we taped this view a few days ago. I was hoping that maybe by chance when the call came, we'd be flying over some regions that folks there were familiar with. But the view of Himalayas is so magnificent that it really belongs to all of us, as you can see on this video. Thank you very much.
Kevin, good morning for us. I think good afternoon or good evening for you. It's amazing that we are on day 76 of our 91-day stay in this chamber, and you're on day 14 or 15 out of one.
So you saw the confidence of Kalpana Chawla that time and how confident and comfortable.
These are the wood frogs that were caught last night. They spent the whole winter on the forest floor, and most of that time they were frozen solid. I'm sure these frogs thought that they were all done with freedom.
The wood frog has an astounding ability. It can produce antifreeze. This seemingly ordinary amphibian can survive at temperatures as low as 3 degrees Fahrenheit, and then come back to life. Winter is coming, and the wood frog prepares for the big freeze. It starts to produce huge amounts of urine, but unlike us, it doesn't drain this waste. It stores it in its blood. As the first ice crystals creep over the frog's skin, an incredible transformation begins. The water in the frog's blood starts to freeze. The ice sucks the precious water out of the frog's cells. To prevent full-scale dehydration, the liver begins to make large amounts of glucose. As the sugar mixes with the urine in the blood, it creates homemade antifreeze. This concoction packs into the frog's cells, propping them up. The antifreeze prevents too much water being drawn out of the cells by the ice outside. If they lose more than 60% of their water, the process becomes irreversible. The cells will crumple and from frostbite. The frog's antifreeze keeps him alive. The wood frog enters a state of suspended animation. Its internal organs and metabolic activity grind to a near halt. The lungs stop working, and the heart eventually stops beating. The wood frog can survive for months with an incredible 2/3 of their body completely frozen, to the point where they are essentially frogsicles. After a grueling 8 months, spring arrives. The temperature's warm and the ice starts to melt. Hidden within his frozen tomb, the wood frog also begins to thaw. Water slowly flows back into his cells. They rehydrate and return to their original shape. Within 30 minutes, the heart restarts and the blood begins to flow. frog comes back to life. After 2 days, the frog heads out to look for some food, a mate, and a much-awaited pea.
This was a natural phenomenon, and now
These are the wood frogs that were caught last night. They spent the whole winter on the forest floor, and most of that time they were frozen solid. I'm sure these frogs thought that they were all done with freezing for the year, but unfortunately they're not. We're putting them back in the freezer today.
The freezer is set at 8 degrees below freezing, roughly the temperature of the ground in winter. In a matter of hours, they'll be hard as rocks.
We have fully frozen Rhina sylvatica wood frogs. They're probably 50–60% ice now. And their hearts are stopped, their brains are flatlined, their limbs can't be moved, they would be broken off. Yet they're still alive. You can see one that's completely frozen still. We've just taken out. It's hard and crunchy. Whatever situation they were in last, they'll freeze in. This one's legs are frozen up, and it's very hard and crunchy.
But the most amazing thing is the fact that the wood frog comes back to life. Over a couple of hours, it makes a miraculous and complete recovery. Immortality might be ours if we could manage to do the same.
Thank you. You could switch off the laptop and switch on the laptop. How was it? Fantastic. What about others' feedback? कैसा लगा आपको? अच्छा लगा? तो खोल के बोलिए. If you liked it, speak openly and loudly. If you didn't like it, give us your feedback. How did you like it? Awesome. Thank you very much. And that's the purpose. This was one of the glimpses how we are going to proceed further, and we are going to invite different students from different places and anytime. Our timings are 11:30 to 1 o'clock, and then maybe 5:30 to 7 o'clock in the evening. That's what we have proposed, and subsequently we will be introducing many more things. And without losing time, I would now request for short talks by you would like to say 5 to 7, 8 minutes. Mr. J would speak, and then Mr. Shri Chawla ji would speak something, and then we will have, and both of you would say. And I would request Mr. J Gullish to say a few words to the students community and how could we proceed. Thank you very much. Any suggestions?
Well, thank you all for being here. It's a great pleasure. So I have a question for you all. How many people here want to go to space after watching this?
कितने लोग स्पेस में जाना चाहेंगे ये देखने के बाद?
All I can say is look up on the wall, and what struck me is Kalpana was always smiling. She was loving what she was doing. So whether you want to go to space, or be a doctor, or be a mother, or a school teacher, follow your dreams. Find something that you love to do, focus, and you will be able to achieve anything you want. Just remember that. So, on a more official point of view, I'm really glad to be here. I think Kalpana represents the best of what our two countries can do together. Obviously, I'm here from the United States Embassy, representing the people of the United States. And Kalpana grew up somewhere very close by. And she went to school in the United States. She studied hard. Somewhere along the way, she wanted to get into aerospace. Somewhere along the way, she wanted to join NASA. And somewhere along the way, she was selected to the astronaut corps. And somewhere along the way, she became a naturalized citizen. And somewhere along the way, she went to space, twice, I believe. And during that, what struck me in the interview was, what struck me personally was the way she talked about her crew. It was a true partnership. She created incredible bonds of friendship. And I think the peaceful exploration of outer space, science and technology, this represents the best of both of our countries, a bridge that can bring us together, not as countries, yes, of course, but as people. Because that's the core at the end of the day. It's you all here. It's Doug and I. This is what brings us all together. And together, the opportunities are as vast and endless as space itself. So, thank you.
जे गुलिश ने ये कहा कि उसने हर रास्ते में सोचा कहाँ जाना चाहते, स्पेस तक जाना चाहते. किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन आंसर पूछना है, एक दो क्वेश्चन. ये मैं अंडरस्टैंड करता हूँ. योर डायरेक्टर हैज टोल्ड मी दैट योर माइंड इज बिजी विद योर प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम व्हिच इज फॉर द बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन. स्टिल इफ यू हैव सर्टेन फ्यू क्वेश्चंस यू आर वेलकम. किसी को कोई प्रश्न पूछना है सर से? ये यूएस एम्बेसी से हैं, यू रिप्रेजेंटिंग यूएस से. आपने सुन ही लिया. किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है? एक आध फटाफट. वेट. यस, नो पूछना. यू वांट टू आस्क?
My name is Ravi. I want to be a scientist in NASA. So what should I do?
That's a great question. We were talking about this. there's no one pathway to becoming an astronaut. In the past, I think it was join the military, fly planes, and become an astronaut. But now, the types of skill sets that you need are varied. And they take all kinds of people. What I would honestly suggest is they have a great website. There is an astronaut office. Call them up, see what the actual process is, and then sort of, follow along. They take all sorts of scientists. What I can say, you have to be, well, what I should be careful about is that as an Indian citizen, there currently is not a formal mechanism for Indian citizens to become astronauts in the U.S. space program. However, in the future, perhaps there will be. And I could think of dozens of countries that have flown on the International Space Station. But in terms of the actual induction to the core, it's not only the United States that has one, there's other countries as well. And it's a fairly open process, and they take all kinds of skill sets.
प्रश्न का उत्तर हो गया? आपको ढूंढना है कैसे? आज तक कोई यूएसए के और इंडिया का ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि वो हो। हर एक तरह के फील्ड के लोगों के लिए चांस है if you want to try. Next question, anyone else? One more question. One or two, I don't know, for him, as many as you wish. No question? Thank you. Doug would like to say two words? You would like to say 2 minutes? Sure. We have time. 3 minutes, no problem. You are our guest, so we don't want to deprive you of the opportunity to speak.
Thank you. Excuse me. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Is everyone's
afternoon.
mind on the tests right now? Raise your hand if your mind is on these big tests you're doing. Let's be honest. Whose mind is on Kalpana?
प्लस 2 के एग्जाम के लिए बोर्ड पे जिसका माइंड लगा वो पूछने किस का ईमानदार से बता दो।
Let's be honest. I know my mind would be on the tests because I am afraid of tests. Okay. Today, on an official note, I just want to thank everyone for the wonderful welcome we've had here, and thank you for this opportunity to come here. We truly have a wonderful relationship, and as I look out at this crowd and I see the youth, I see you growing up. Jay and I were talking about how does one become an astronaut? How does one become successful in a career? And I think what I have learned today, what have I learned telling my children, I have a couple of little children at home, I got some little boys and girls, and they wanted to know more about Kalpana. My American children are learning from an Indian daughter who grew up here, a stone's throw from here. She inspired. She inspires, and she still inspires. She's inspiring me, she's inspiring our children, and she's inspiring you. You asked Robbie, what does it take to be an astronaut? There is a plan, but as we know, Kalpana, when she was your age, she didn't know exactly what to do, but she just kept studying hard and learning, and she was smiling, and she loved what she did. Again, thank you for having us here. I'm inspired with Kalpana, and I'm pleased to be a part of this, and I'm grateful for the relationship we have.
Thank you. Thank you so much, both of you, for saying these kind words. We are really obliged for your presence to be here and interacting with the students. Now I would request Mr. Chawla to speak for 5 minutes to tell few significant points about Kalpana Chawla. Only 5 minutes, key points, and I would interrupt because so we could have him again for the interactions. So I'm not stopping it from.
मैं आपको कल्पना के बारे में सिर्फ 1-2 बातें बता देता हूँ, 5 मिनट टाइम। कल्पना जब 3-4 साल की थी तो उसने उड़ते हुए जहाज को देखा था जहाँ हमारा घर मॉडल पर बना था। तो शाम को रात को मुझे मिली तो कहती, पापा ये जहाज कैसे उड़ते हैं? मेरे पास कोई जवाब नहीं। मैंने उसको कहा मुझे पता। पापा क्या मुझे आप जहाज दिखा सकते हो? मैंने कहा मैं कोशिश करूँ। मैंने कोशिश की तो एक दिन कल्पना को और उसके भाई को लेके 3-4 साल के थे, दोनों को लेके मैं फ्लाइंग क्लब चला गया और वहाँ जाके उनको जहाज दिखाया। तो जहाज देखती है और उसके गिर्द गिर्द चक्कर काट रही है और सवाल करती जा रही है। जहाज के जो वहाँ वाले दिखाने वाले ऑफिसर थे उनसे सवाल कर रही है, अंकल ये कैसे उड़ता है, ये क्या काम करता है, ये कैसे आता है। तो वो बड़े खुश हुए कि इतने सारे सवाल इतनी छोटी सी बच्ची के पास, तो इतने एक्साइटेड हुए वो, कहते आओ सब सवालों के जवाब आपको ना जहाज में बैठा के सैर कराते हैं। तो उन्होंने हमें जहाज में बैठा के तो करनाल की सैर करवाई। तो वो दिन था कि कल्पना जो थी जहाज़ों के मतलब ही सोचने लगी और जहाज़ों के मतलब ही उसने पढ़ाई की और जहाज़ों को ही पढ़ती रही। आपको ये बताओ कि नासा ने उसका जो बायोडाटा बनाया है उसमें उन्होंने लिखा है कि कल्पना के पास 12 टाइप के डिफरेंट जहाज चलाने के पायलट लाइसेंस थे। तो ये बड़ी भारी बात है ये जो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ। तो जहाज तो वो इतने उसको चलाने का बहुत शौक था। इसके अलावा जो उसने काम किए वो ये थे कि अपने जो कुलीग स्टूडेंट्स थे उनको अपने साथ रखती थी। आपके सामने एग्जांपल है कि जिस स्कूल में वो पढ़ती थी हर साल वो 2 बच्चे स्कूल से इनवाइट करती थी और वहाँ मंगवाती थी अपने पास और उनको अपने पास रखती थी 15 दिन। 15 दिनों में वो नासा के मतलब उसको एजुकेट करती, नासा के ऑफिस में ले जाती, कॉम्प्लेक्स में ले जाती, उनको सारा वो ऑफिस दिखाती कॉम्प्लेक्स, उनको समझाती और अगले साल के लिए 2 स्टूडेंट और बुलाती। उस तरह करके जितनी देर वो लाइव रही 10 स्टूडेंट यानी 5 साल वो लाइव रही है उसके बाद, और अब तक भी वो उसके कलीग्स जो है वो 2 अच्छे मंगवा रहे हैं। तो वो स्टूडेंट्स के लिए इतना प्यार करती थी अपनी ड्यूटी। एक और बात आपको बताऊं कि जब वो स्पेस में से लौट रही थी तो सिर्फ 28 मिनट पहले उसने एक मेल दी है क्रैश होने से पहले। आपको पता है स्पेस से लौटते हुए उसका क्रैश हो गया। तो मेल में क्या लिखा है उसने अपने उस इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज को जहाँ से वो 20.5 साल पहले पढ़ के गई, 20.5 साल हो गए थे उसको गए हुए, और उनको लिखती है सपनों से सफलता की तरफ जाने की राह मौजूद है, आपने उसे खोजने की दृष्टि, उस पर चलने का साहस और उसका अनुसरण करने की इच्छा शक्ति होनी चाहिए। देखो वो स्टूडेंट्स के लिए हर वक्त उसकी यही सोच थी। बाकी आपने जो कुछ देखा है उसको अच्छी तरह समझिए, और कोई आपके क्वेश्चन हो तो दोबारा आप किसी वक्त प्रोग्राम बना लीजिए, हम आपको पूरा टाइम देंगे और आपको पूरी उसके लिए। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you very much to be so brief, particular, precise, and let's clap for him. आप में से कितने लोग गैस करेंगे कि चावला साहब की एज क्या है? How old is he? How many can guess you? Any wild guess? Yes. हैं? 50 साल की। शाबाश, thank you very much. और नहीं अच्छी बात है। हाँ. Just a guess. Yes. Yeah, just a guess. Let's look at. I'll tell you why. हाँ. Year 84. जो इतने आपको old लगते हैं. Next. Does he look that old? Next. Quick.
Near 65.
Near 65. Anyone else? बोलो फटाफट बोलो.
About 72.
72. Next.
You have made each decade parameter from every student's mouth. Now you have to disclose.
It's between 83 and 84. Let's clap for him because he looks so young. उनकी young age का राज पता है? Do you know the secret of the young age? It's because of your younger age. When he looks at you, he feels so young. That's why वो हमेशा लगता है कि ये रही कल्पना. She has not left this world. You are here, right? So let's clap for all of you, and let you clap for all of you. The youth of India. Again, clap for you. We wish to see you there. touching the heights wherever you go, whatever field you go, economics, science, technology, environment. And if you have to compete, my director used to tell us, our director general, compete with yourself. Are you better than yesterday? That's the spirit you want. I would like to. 2 seconds? Okay, come here, we want to clap for you. Balisa. Let's clap for the force behind us. Whenever we have a problem, we don't say, we just, इनको रात को करो, दिन में करो, phone करो, all the facilities are created. Whatever the facilities have been given is because of him. Even रात को 12 बजे फोन करेंगे, सुबह यहाँ चीजें मिलती थी. ये जितनी फैसिलिटी देखो, it's because of it. Thank you very much and the family. कोई बात ये कि परिवार का वो है. आइए, क्योंकि यंगस्टर हमें चाहिए, ये बाद में ये तो हेल्प करेगा आपकी जनरेशन को. Let's clap for the whole family. Thank you. Let me have another younger associate of this team, Master Deepak. He is studying in 12th standard of year, and he has been involved from the inception of the day. And he promised me, after us, he is going to take care of this thing, this jungle generation. Do you promise, sir? Do you promise? Yes. Sure. We are thankful to you, right, sir? I'm telling you that your dream is going to go ahead. Thank you. And with this, anything else anyone wants to ask for? If no, we are here. My phone number you could always note. I'm already executive director for this center. And Mr. J, of course, he has promised me to get in touch with him, and I have promised to visit him in Delhi and check out the program further for expansion of this program to the international level. Let's clap for this. That's the dream I told you, sir. One day that's the vision which we have. So nice of you for your promise, and I am coming to you with that time. And with this, I would like to thank again the two guests and our worthy teacher and director Ravi sir. He has got associated with us. Few days before we were sitting together, and Chawla ji made a phone call to him. Within minutes he was there. Another family like Bali's family, we would welcome you to be with us, and you are also a young one. We have a relay race. That's my vision. Thank you very much. And with this, we close this function. We promise that it will be for 1 hour, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. I have not taken more than that since we started. Now we were running behind the schedule. It's 1:51. We wanted to start at 12:30. Got started at 12:40. Still we are within time. Right, sir? Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Yes. Now I would request Chawla ji to give a plate to J. Gullish on this commemoration of Kalpana Chawla. Bali sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, थोड़ा Yes, please, sir.
I would request Doug Fowler.
Yes, please.
I'll request J. Gullish and Doug to offer this plaque to Master Deepak, who has been associated with this program from the outset. Dad, kindly be here.
Yes,
Sir,
please.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Master Deepak, being with us, and we hope you will be always associated with and would come at the short notice. He has been doing that. Whenever Mr. Chawla calls him, he may say no to others, but not to him. That's the personality. Let's greet Shri Chawla ji with a smile like Kalpana Chawla used to have, so that he can feel there are so many smiling faces. There is no absence of Kalpana. Smile, say cheese, Kalpana cheese, anar. Thank you very much, and so nice of you.
Okay.
Bye. Have a nice day.
Also, thanks to the other team. I would like to thank my team also, Kidowel team here, who's been doing the live first program of this Kidowel video launch on internet. They're here, Mr. Vikram, our alumni only, and I am from IIM Rohtak. He's there, Dr. Jan, and other members of Wali Saab's team, Dr. Adreja's team, Chawla ji's team, who have been helping around in the function here with everything. So they are standing on my right, there are everybody. Thanks to everybody for making everything very successful, and thanks to you on our behalf. And here to Dr. Adreja.
The another few seconds. The program, this program couldn't have been a success without the kind support of Mr. Sharma and Mr. Ashish Chaudhary. Could you raise your hand? Please stand up. Both of you. As a short notice, agreed is a computer professional, and Mr. Ashish Chaudhary is an MBA. We really thank you very much and appreciate that you acceded to our request to help us. So nice of you. Thank you.